Alright, so this is my extra credit assignment. Giving a speech while cooking while giving a speech, talking while cooking. I don't know. Good afternoon, public speaking class. I'm Justin, better known as Chef Elvis. I own a business. The name of the business is EVC's Catering and Services. There's a duality to the name of my company. I named my business after my grandmother and my daughter. Got tacos out here in a half an hour. My grandmother taught me how to cook. My my grandmother initially taught me how to cook. My mother reinforced that by, continuing to show me things and make sure that I was very hands-on as a child. This is not a Captain American flag. This is a Puerto Rican flag. I am of Puerto Rican and Italian descent. Let me take this off over here. I don't want you to think this is my normal garb. I had a buddy of mine just pass away, so I'm wearing that in honor of him. So, back to my catering business. So, essentially what it was is I wanted to create something that would continue to provide income for myself, not only just being a chef, but I had just gotten out of prison after doing a bid. I did 10 years, and I devised this plan to make sure that I would have things to do when I got out. And it wasn't just that. It was, some people go to college, some people, they're aloof for a while. I happen to get busted and do some time. All right, well, whatever. So that's where I initially found myself. I found out exactly what I wanted to do, who I wanted to be, and what I wanted to do with, what I had been through, and so on and so forth. So, I put myself through culinary school when I got out of prison, and now that there's another scope of work that I see that I have in front of me and that I have a calling for, I've meshed the two together. So we're out here right now on a street corner. When I say I cook tacos on a street corner, like, I'm literally not lying. I'm fucking out on a corner, out on the street corner, and tacos are on a donation-based service only right now. You can book me. I do report that to the IRS, all that stuff. I'm a legitimate business. But as far as this goes, this is a service provided by the church. Nobody walks by here without getting a taco. We got tacos in a half an hour. Nobody walks by here hungry. And if they do and they don't stop for a taco, it's because, well, they're not hungry. So that's the deal with that. And then with that outreach and understanding and collecting the data after, my couple of quarters are over and I've collected the amount of data that I need. Then I continue on with, writing the curriculum as I see fit, to accommodate individuals who are transitioning back home from prison, back home from rehab, at-risk youth. There's a whole scope of individuals that we're trying to reach so that they understand that, they have something that they can do. It enables them to create foundational skills such as work ethic, customer service, so on and so forth. But it also gives them an idea of what they may or may not want to do in life. Knowing what you don't want to do in life is just as important as knowing what you do want to do. And that's one thing that we miss out on. We don't focus on a lot of certain facets of things. We just try to, force this information because of the limited time that we have. Excuse me. Well, there's 5 minutes of talking, and I don't want to waste your guys' time any further. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and put you up against my napkin holder here. And we're going to start off with the chicken, and then we're going to finish with the beef. We do the chicken first because the chicken takes longer to cook. Now, while I throw this chicken out, I'm gonna tell you a story. First, we crank that heat up there. If you notice, I have some music playing in the background, and I apologize if it's not your particular favorite genre of music, but it's mine, and I'm the one that's cooking, and yeah. In one of my assignments, I quoted Eminem, and I know, again, some people aren't a fan of that type of music, but there was a reason behind it. He was quoted as saying that he believed, and then this is in his experience, that there was nothing that brought people together more than hip-hop music. Not just hip-hop, but music in general. Music was something that brought all colors, ethnicities, races, religions, and everything together. And I thought, well, you know, that's all fine and dandy, but so does food. And food and music together, they're equal in this experience and this thing that he talked about. So what I've done is I've devised this thing called tacotalk. I talk about it a lot. I advertise it a lot. And basically what it is demographic inter-exchange. Now this thing, it's like a shell. It's a universal shell that you can put on anything. So we could taco talk for mental health purposes, for student mental health purposes. We could taco talk just specific ethnicities. No, we can't. I lied. Taco Talk is about demographic inter-exchange. It's about learning about each other. So we wouldn't want to limit it to just you know, now that I think of it, maybe you could. In the Asian community, you have different ethnicities within the Asian community. You have Japanese people, Chinese people, Korean people. Those people could actually sit down and inter-exchange with each other. So there you go there. Look, I'm learning while I'm teaching. Teach one, reach one. So, if you're wondering how this gets funded and what's going on here, I have absolutely no problem telling you or disclosing any information about what I do. Okay? Right outside here, it's Third Eye Church. An acquaintance of mine, a friend of mine, owns the business, and there's 3-4 locations. And basically what happens is the tacos here are an incentive program. And they have paid for 60 tacos. And we're on a ticket-based system. So when somebody, a church member, comes in and makes a donation to buy some sacrament, some cannabis, they get a ticket. Somebody comes out here and gives me the ticket. I give them the 2 tacos. Right? But say you're walking by and you're hungry and you don't have any money. Okay, well, I got you. I'll feed you. There's no problem. The church has provided that for the community. That's what we're doing. We're out here feeding the community. But what if you want to buy some tacos because you just don't feel like taking free food? Well, guess what? It's a suggested donation of $8 for 4 tacos. And I have chicken, California citrus chicken. I have carne asada. The recipes are my own. Except for right now, this is not my recipe. This is not my chicken recipe, but it's okay. I bought this at the local carniceria, and it's fine. Why is it okay? I'll explain to you why it's okay. Because I know how to make this shit on my own, and, well, yeah, there you go there. So, and only because I can make this shit on my own and I can prove it, is it not an issue. Okay, so like I said, the chicken goes on first because it takes the longest to cook. I hate birds flying over when I'm cooking. Now, have you ever wondered why the chicken is that color? I'll explain it to you. So there's a seed called the annatto seed, and with the annatto seed, you make a paste called achiote paste. And the achiote paste initially has this amber / kind of orange color. And what happens is when you crush the annatto seed down into dust and you make the achiote paste, it tends to stain the protein. So yeah, there's the chicken. It's gonna cook. I'm gonna bump some tunes and get my chicken popping off here, and we'll return with the next process of what we do with the chicken, and then we'll throw the beef on.